Before you get started, please tell us your name. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let's see. Oh boy, now I'm hungry. It's very easy to get me hungry. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Now! Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack the clock up and at him. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Stay in bed forever. That always works. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Game over already. It's not game over when you sleep, okay? Let's try that again. We beat the game, guys. We beat the game. Speedrun. Oh, we can get through this. Like this? Or like this? Okay, this is the whatever. Oh, okay. I see how this works. Whoops! I overtapped. 2 game overs already, guys. Man, this game is harder than Dark Souls. You know? Okay, be careful with what we pick. Smack the clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School. Academy for Learning. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. Need to take this seriously. Let's go. I better make sure. Why am I reading my own voice like not my own voice? I better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. You bust through your morning checklist. Teeth, brushed, hair, combed, pits, deodorized. Yeah, because taking a shower doesn't exist. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just what you needed to get your blood flowing. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorable awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. Good morning, Fallen Syken. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What the? It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the foods. What if I'm no good? What if I fail? Classic Miriam. Raised by Master Chef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard. Oh my god, she's crying. Look at those tears. Yo, Konstantinov, welcome in. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Ooh. Ever since we were little babies playing together, and you rescued me from that quicksand box. Quicksand box. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. But with University Cooking School Academy for Learning, famous 3 days only semester. Wait, 3 days only semesters. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. Sweet girl Miriam has always had a flair for dramatic. This summer, she got so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped her tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh my god, that's not healthy at all. Pep talk your best friend, change the subject to school gossip. Oh, let's go with gossip, obviously. It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on our anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting. All summer you've been hearing rumors about a dreamy, enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at this school. Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now what about this mystery student we read about on the school message board? Any new deeds? Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harlan, and he's no ordinary student. They say he has powers. He's had them ever since he was born. From an egg. What the fuck? An egg? Like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. But that thing about having powers, it should line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just his smile. People say thinking about the student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Oh yeah. Before you get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. Hey! It's Ashley, but spelled A-E-S-H-L-E-I-G-H. Because she's a douche. It's Ashley, your arch rival. She is totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants, and she knows it. Hello, Ashley. Oh, I didn't see you there. Chicken chins. You leave fallen Sycan shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins. Huh. You can stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. See, that's what I said the first time I read that stupid name. Alright. If anyone here knows what perfect chin looks like, it's us. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get us. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van Van, the man, has stopped to look at his own reflection in a mirror. His pants are so tight, you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes. Van Van. You rang. Oh come on, this guy totally he took a left turn while going to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I already joined Colonel Sanders. It's another, game like this. Nothing beats Autiful Boyfriend when it comes to these types of games. You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning would ever allow people like us to attend as students. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now? Or maybe as us professors, you amateurs could learn from us. I don't know why his voice is not like that, but with the first day of school about to start, there's just no time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Shh. See you later, losers. You approach the door. You see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. What the fuck? Oopsie. I think it's broken. He reached forward and easily pulled the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. This guy's named Pop. I think you mean thank you? My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Holy shit. Could someone like this also be a student of the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Okay. Hi Pop, I'm Fallen Psychon, so are you going to make me hold this door all day? Nope. And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kinda cute? I think it's just you. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wondering keep themselves busy, chit-chatting. Scruffy-looking Pooch takes his place at the podium at the front desk of class. Adorable. No, quiet down everyone. Was this unreasonably cute pup, and why is he in our culinary class? You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCS AL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and a little fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. What? A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of a fine dining. Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you and swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. What a great game. I'm chilly. This is. I'm chilly. Someone close the window. And then he walks in. You're immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. Okay, time stands still, guys. Then a voice says, It's him! If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sander interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please, call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. A hush murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sander walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. Like, oh my god, is this over? Is this over here? Must be sweaty sweats a lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before the faucet pits melt into a puddle and evaporate entirely. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class, and what is with all your really weird insults? I have one option. Then the boy says, I am thou, thou art I. You are forged a new vow. With the unlocking of the cooking persona, the chef persona, you can now cook delicious meals. Dun dun. Rank 1. You have the ability to. Okay, I have one option. I don't really have an option. It's a good thing you didn't forget about that deodorant this morning. This classroom is hot. Professor Dog steps into settle the class down and set some ground rules. Ground beef. Skibidi-bidi-bidi. A little bit of music. Also, my shoulder is not good. Alright, let's do it. Welcome to the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be really adorable tiny food. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Oh, there's an arena. Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech.
Hi guys, sorry I'm late. I hope everyone has a good summer. I really miss.
Quiet. Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue, you're on the fast track. Out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place?
Don't you recognize me? This is my 3rd year in this school. With you as my teacher.
Everyone stares at him blankly.
Does no one remember me?
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students. That tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clank made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sprinkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. The class bursts into laughter. Oh, Clank, you're a rascal. Sprinkles walks in the classroom, and everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose into the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. If this guy's cooking career doesn't work out, he could be like a nutritionist or something. You know. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. You decide to try and butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket. But what kind? Chicken snack, rubber ball, beef treat. Go with chicken snack. You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkles' eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Well, well, well. I think there might be some competition for new star student. Oh, we can bribe him. Of course, it's KFC. Of course, it's KFC. There's no other option other than the chicken thingy. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with the coating of warm doggy drool. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them all the time. Oops, what is that, man? Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats and prepare to have your minds open to amazing possibilities of culinary creation. Everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats. You're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Oh, I gotta pick between Colonel Sanders and my best friend. Huh. Decisions. Hey, Fallen Syken. There's still a seat here.
It seems that no one has claimed this seat next to me. If you're interested.
Sit by Colonel Sanders. Oh, best friend all the way. Fuck Colonel Sanders. I still love you. You move to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad you to have you near me to support me through this class. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? Colonel Sanders? He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. But I don't want to. I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get the chance to talk to him later in the semester. The 3-day semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime. For a fly. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Think fast. It's time for a pop quiz. Yay! A quiz about me. This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for the life at the culinary school. Once again, 3 days. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important it is to wash your hands before cooking? Okay, this one is a tough one. I think square root of the sum may indicate something here. It doesn't matter at all. Extremely looking at you, Pop. It depends. I'm gonna go with extremely looking at you, Pop. That's right. Forest is to a tree as chicken is to feather, slam dunk, night vision got feather. Feather. That's right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created? A spork, a meat tenderizer, a comically oversized fork. I'm gonna go with a spork. That's right. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Camel meat. A pancake that looks like... I'm gonna go with the first one. That's right! Ooh, boy, I'm on a roll here. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's talking out as he goes, so he's the best boy! That's right. Your total score is 5 out of 5! Perfect score! Whoa, be honest, did you cheat? You look up at that Colonel Sanders has been watching you to tell your score. He's impressed. Guys, we impressed Colonel Sanders. Yay, I guess. I know we just met, but I have to confess. Hey, I just met you. And this is crazy. So here's my nugget. And call me baby. I think you have a beautiful brain. What? Hot diggity, Fallen Psychic. He just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Whoa, the cafeteria is nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that the school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Okay, so it's the Stewart Academy. S2005. Oh yeah. A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Do you smell that? That must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. Everyone, can I have your attention? Is this about lunch? No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Hey, I was... Oh, wrong voice. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But I... Shush. Lunch. She says shh.
In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch.
That must be the smell I smelled.
Indeed, that smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented. But were the rumors true? Don't miss the next episode on Dragon Ball Z on KFC. Is this? Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its content glimmers in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken? What a novel concept! Your stomach begins to grumble, as if to say, stop thinking and start eating!
For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculations, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors.
You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
But that's all I'll say about that.
What? You think you want your stupid secret recipe, dude? Pshaw! Nah, my dude, nah. I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him? He has to talk like that. I feel like this character should be in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what Zinger, Ashley, has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent. As she slides closer to Colonel Sanders, she realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself. Oh, please.
Well, Van, the man, if you don't want any,
I'll take his.
Whoa, hold on! I mean, guess, I'll try it!
He takes one bite, and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face and tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Easy now, there is enough for everyone. Please, my fellow classmates, dig in.
You take one piece of fried chicken out of this bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you into another dimension. Okay, I get it. Alone with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try and identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary art. Swim towards the light. I'm gonna go with the first one. I would swim towards the light, but I feel like that would be a game over or something. Yeah, nope. You let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it, scrutinizing every flavor. Salt, maybe? Pepper? Too obvious. Oregano? Basil? Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark. Something spicy. You dig deeper. It's Soylent Green, it's people. KFC is people, guys. Yes, even deeper still, until you find it. Could it be... He really did it. How bold, how adventure to use... You try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. You snap out of it and realize that this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mental responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. As you look around, you realize that everyone in the room is consumed by the lunch. No one noticed that you've traveled through space and time. After testing his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence. Colonel Sanders! Colonel, I wonder if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all times as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We've got 2 whole days to get to know each other.
He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
You've got some moxie.
I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
Just one ingredient, but you can tell. It's something my grandmother taught me.
Wow! You've never would have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you search. And definitely isn't the flavor you tested before. So now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. But you don't tell Colonel Sanders that. While you're wrapped up in a huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I graduated. It sounds like you have
big plans.
I dare say the biggest.
They are the biggest plans, the best plans ever. Guys, they are fantastic. Great, you should know them.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet on it.
Alone together for the first time, you figure now is the perfect moment to show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to really spice things up. Be modest but thoughtful. I'm gonna be modest but thoughtful. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoy your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was perfect.
I appreciate the compliment, Fallen Saiken.
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. The next lesson starts soon.
You step into the massive cooking arena, where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. Look at this place, it's magnificent! Finally, we got to show our stuff. Wait a second, oh no, we have to show our stuff! What if I totally blow it? You're not going to blow anything, except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena. For today's lesson, you'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair up.
Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control herself. You pounce on Colonel Sanders. What? But I don't want to pounce on Colonel Sanders. Hey Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of 2, that is, me and you. If that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Sure, Fallen Second. I'll prepare our station.
Without any partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. 2 different students quickly take notice.
Hello, new partner.
Beep beep. Bzz.
Oh my, 2 potential partners. I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. It looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do you want to ask to be Miriam's partner? I'm gonna go with Clank. Sorry, Pop. I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
It's okay, I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth.
Warp, warp, warp.
Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. Tissue? I already know you. Clank shudders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork.
Alright, you two, for today's lesson, you're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide it up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You got the idea.
Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Okay, let's see what are the options. I haven't read the option, but I'm guessing we're gonna go with chicken something. Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy, and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus, you will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandma... Oh, I guess I was wrong. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy. This is actually something that I don't know what to answer. Anything seems doable. I'm gonna go with using octopus. You will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. I was thinking about trying something exotic. Maybe a dish that incorporates octopus in some way.
I'm more of the down-home type of chef myself. What about something that go with me here? Walks on land?
Actually, there are certain species of octopus that do leave the water. For instance, have you heard of the Abdoptus acephalophaphla? It leaves the water to hunt for crab.
An octopus that walks upright and hunts crabs? Now I've heard everything. The world is truly a marvelous place, isn't it?
Octopus, crab!
It sounds like you're describing one of my signature dishes. Are you trying to steal my thunder?
Boys. Na 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 na. Boys. What's with all the hostility? Has the competition been moved up for today?
How dare you try to muscle in on my culinary territory? Nobody better touch a cephalopod without going through me first. I think there's been a misunderstanding. Nobody's muscling in on any mollusks. We were simply discussing today's assignment.
You could cut the tension here with a chef's knife, which makes sense because chef's knives are usually pretty sharp. Look, we were just talking. I'll happily step back from any and all seafood. You know what? I'm just gonna make mashed potatoes and gravy. I know my grandmother's recipe by heart. Keep the tentacles. You begin to peel and boil potatoes and try to extricate yourself from this thorny situation. But your new rivals are intelligent. I doubt that you even have the capabilities to work with ingredients so delicate. You should probably stick to microwave dishes. Unlike my friend Fawn, though he may be the man, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creation worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has poisoned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down that we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like thigh and drumstick. It just makes sense. Nothing about this makes any sense. But one thing is clear: she's coming for Colonel. If you don't watch out. And if Fallon, Syken, and Van are both so inclined to the sea, perhaps they should go there together. Ashley, are you suggesting I share the secrets of my special saltwater sauce with this novice? I'm disappointed in all of you. Ashley is really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup gear before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunt for hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie who always has your back. Let's go with that. You turn to Miriam, and as soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Is somebody threatening my friend? I'll destroy them! I actually think that Ashley and Van were just leaving. I'm just enjoying the music at this point. Leaving you in the dust. Vis-a-vis my skills as chef, perhaps. But stepping away from this competition, you are surely mistaken.
Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Fallen Syken is my partner for today's activity.
You look for Sprinkles in hope that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis in their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that, in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed and boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream and for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere.
I know just what to do.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The result looks spectacular. Granny would be very proud. Colonel Sanders holds a spark. It doesn't. Fuck them. I wish KFC that. It doesn't. Yeah, I was actually thinking, do they really have that? But yeah, I don't think they do, or at least they don't do now. Maybe in 2015 they did. Colonel Sanders holds a spark out for you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spark, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still.
If you love something, set it free.
Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sparkful up. When you see Ashley with her sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sparkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid beautiful face.
Van Van, do something, do something!
Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Hold on right there, fallen Syken. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I have potatoes, please? Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Oh my god, it's a giant axe. But I told you guys, this guy could be in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, you know, one with that knife. Mashed potatoes with gravy, pathetic! In just a few minutes, I prepare a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle of octopus in my silky saltwater sauce, platted with battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have the first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student brushes at Van Van and swipes a bit of his signature dish right off his plate. No, you don't. Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him! Everyone step back. Don't take another bite. He actually turned into a fucking ghost. This is hilarious. When you look back at the plate, the rest of it is gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up by Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back at his oblivious self. Whoopsie! Tastes like poison!
I'm in danger!
That meme from The Simpsons.
I'm in...
The entire class has gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are as emotionless as such. All of this because I picked the option with the octopus. The class bell rings, disrupting the moment and snapping everyone back to reality. Snap back to reality. Oops, there goes gravity. Man. It shall appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things despite obvious danger has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Oh, so he's immune to poison. I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of students. I turned into a ghost over here. Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all his nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home.
What? Like, for real? Oh, come on. You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly.
Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing.
They are totally a representation of my skills, and yeah.
Tasting them, it reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Colonel Sanders is getting shook up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way that you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. What? No! Colonel Sanders?
Yes, Fallen Syken.
There's something I need to tell you.
Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first!
Oh, jeez.
You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef in the world.
This is just a tribute. As ever seen.
And every day since, I have been working towards that dream. Day and night, never stopping, never resting, also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wish floatings on a shooting star. Hey, no, hi, you. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story.
Are you forgetting that your cooking literally killed the guy?
You can't prove that.
I can legally prove that.
I also saw you kill that guy.
What was his name? Somewhere in the distance you hear a long sigh. Long sad sigh. Poor student.
Forget him. We're talking about me. I'm the hero.
Sport monster? What the fuck? What the? What the? What the? Sport
The sport monster is here to fight a hero. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me? Just I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be very afraid of me because I'm a monster. See?
Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just a coincidence? But before you discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will he do? Attack. You decide to go on the attack. Which attack will you use? Cook with Love. Cook with Love does 1 damage.
It just got real.
That attack really upset the Sport Monster. Sport Monster goes on the attack. They spit hot gravy on you. You take 1 damage. I'm gonna defend. You decided to defend. Which defense will you use? Trepidation. You continue to stay back and endure whatever comes your way. Seems like a pretty weird strategy. But okay, sure. You do you. Sport Monster focuses their masked mind and draws in energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond? I will defend. You decided to defend. This is like in Undertale. Don't kill anyone. Which defense will you use? Buff up. You draw energy into your arms, thinking back on all the stirring you did on on the kitchens as a child. Your muscles go super swole, and you're ready to take on anything. Spark Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spark Monster uses utility pencil. You take 2 damage from the attack. Oh no! If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Okay, we're gonna attack them. You decide to go on the attack. We're gonna go with Chowdown. Chowdown does 2 damage. A powerful blow. Spark Monster is oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spark Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded Edge! Vile villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summoned the energy of 1,000 chickens. Pot Pie Power Pinch! Pot Pie Power Pinch does 10 damage. Spark Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Spark Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy. Spare the wretched beast. You manage to stamp down your disgust at the sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he is still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves your pity, not your wrath. Begone, beast, and don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow. I won't forget this, and I certainly won't be back, like you said. The Spark Monster scuttles off into the night. The defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's much more. It's a book of magic spells with golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. The last name signed it out is Borko. Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Okay. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes as you fall asleep. He must have helped you get home in your tired state. You don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly. Oh my god, he's gonna rape us. Good night, my colonel. In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. You awake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secrets you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe you really used... and then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with Spark Monster, she launches into a story of her own. Okay, I know this might sound a little strange, but I think I might be I think I might like Clank. Like him, like. I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. I like him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. Did you know that Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school? No, but does it make complete sense? Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted for prom king at a school he didn't even go to, and was also the convertible that he himself rode in the front of the homecoming parade. The fuck? I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe it'd be best if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in school? The most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning? You're a thing now? We definitely connected yesterday. You sure did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you, I guess? Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real. Well, if he's not into me, why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients? However, you don't tell her that you know a secret ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. A secret ingredient? Yeah, I just said that. A secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here? How long have I been streaming? Oh, 1 hour. Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. So this summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in the botanical garden where I was wandering. This can be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created for super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some my own. Please, Miriam, don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I've ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning spices here. Whatever. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, like pen pals. I bet you would love to know more about the new spices. Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe, and besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I thought it would be... Damn it. I thought it would be much to anyone. You liar. Please, please, please! It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you, or from Colonel Sanders. Tell her the ingredient. Colonel Sanders told no. Make up a fake ingredient. How about just tell her, yo bitch, 2 students from a cooking school sharing interest in cooking. Imagine that. Imagine that. Oh my god, who would have thunk it? What is this crazy world coming to, Alright, so what am I gonna pick? I'm gonna make up a fake ingredient. I'm gonna protect the Colonel's secrets. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know, how about... It was Eye of Newt. I know, sounds like some kind of witch potion, but what can you do? Eye of Newt? Wow! Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure that you've satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. Wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school on the white horse. Because why not? Stand back and admire his majestic law. You run to. Oh, I'm gonna run to him. I'm gonna be needy. I am gonna be very, very needy, bitch. You decide that the best way to show Miriam how serious you and Colonel Sanders are would be to run to him. Surely, he'll sweep you up onto the back of his stallion and you'll ride away together. That'll show her good. Oh, Colonel! However, your sudden movement surprised the horse and it rears up, kicking you directly in the face. Ouch! The force of the blow completely knocks you out cold. In the darkness, you see a vision. Ooh, I'm hanging. I am here to deliver you a message. Not this guy. It is important that you remember this exactly as I say it. If you forget, the world could end, so you know it's serious. I have been trapped in the realm beyond, but a great prophecy relies on my return. Only you can save me. All you need to do is repeat my name 3 times, and my name is Chicka Slim Shady. Oh, whoops. But before you can continue, you suddenly awake. Ah, jeez. You awake to find Colonel Sanders standing to you. He rose you back to life with a satchel of secret spices. Or is that just his natural seasoned musk? Compliment his craftsmanship on his horseshoes. Lenient for it. Now let's compliment him. Maybe he shouldn't be riding a horse to school, and maybe you shouldn't be running up to animals you don't know. It's hard to say who was in the wrong here. He was in the wrong here. Totally. But one thing is for sure, that Colonel Sanders is pretty dreamy. That horse has beautiful shoes. I could really feel how smooth and sturdy they were when they were pressing onto my face.
That's nice to hear. No one truly appreciates good craftsmanship anymore.
And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears into the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you can see your 2 rivals, Ashley and Von Von, are doing something bad. By the way, they're hiding. You know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes, bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients, bad. Summoning a demon, bad. You try and get a peek over at Von Von's hulking shoulder, but he sees you coming.
Whoa there, little one! I'm not sure you're ready to handle this.
Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them, but really try to get a closer look. Stop acting immature. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior. Culinary school is to be respected. This kind of nonsense is a waste of everyone's time. Now we've upset them. Oh, and oh my god, you're the emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules. I'm not sure you'd know a good meal if it hate you. Be the best chef in the world. It takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. You finally get a look at what it was they were hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the sport monster. That's the same book that I found last night in the quad. Ashley immediately elbows Von, who hides the book behind his desk. I don't know what you're talking about. The book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You mentioned that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned to the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig any further, You're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class.
Beep. Beep.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that he rolls right over Von Von's meaty foot. Hey, watch it! You bucket of balls! You watch how you talk to him. He didn't do anything. Womp.
Oh, who do you think you are? You talking to? I've never heard such language. Not even from a stand mixer. Womp womp.
No, your mother was a stand mixer. Von Von jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Von Von, sending him flying across the room.
Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. But I'm not interested in either of them.
Ashley's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelash at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know that this is a ruse, right?
Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena, at least. Oh, don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with your business plan.
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the true start of class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
Students, please take your seats. I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn.
Rubs his furry dog belly. He loves it. Sprinkles stops in his tracks and sniffs the air around you. Something has him in trance. It's the scent left on you from Colonel Sanders. Sprinkles jumps on you and licks your face.
Down, boy, down. Off the weapon.
The command shouted at Colonel. The command shouted by Colonel Sanders snapped Sprinkles out of his trance. I wonder what's up with that.
Sorry, I got a little carried away.
After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom.
Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fall, the chicken.
You want to pay attention to the lesson. Truly, you do.
Which is why, in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name.
But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When you come to Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you.
Well, Fallen Sycan.
Naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? The dog biscuit, the shimmering pepper, or the glass of water? Which one should I pick? Oh, speaking of water, you know. Well, it's time for a little bit of hydration. There we go. Resolution Trump, away! Okay, which one are we gonna pick? I'm gonna go with shimmering pepper, fuck it. A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in a most eye-catching way, so naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend, this guy again. I'm here to give you an important message.
You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is...
Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat.
It's fine, I'll work through to fulfill the prophecy. You must...
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Man.
You come to and find everyone staring at you.
That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself,
geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure you'll forgive you someday.
Come on, it's time for lunch. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria light dims. And your rivals enter to make a dramatic announcement.
today's lunch will be prepared via timed competition cook-off.
Okay, the level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. The minute they stop wasting everyone's time, step up and tell them, "You're on!" That's what I'm good. That's what I pick.
Oh man, all this reading. At least in Persona, I don't have to read all the time. Sometimes they actually talk for you.
A bit of lunchtime competition, huh? Count me in. If I have to wipe the table with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it.
I'm not the fool. You're the fool. And I pity the fool. Good one, Von. I like your gumption, Fallen Psychen. I'll be watching your performance.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely you'll put a stop to this madness.
Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, not a sporting court.
Finally, a little sense. You breathe a sign of relief.
At least, not until you turn the timer.
Timer ready. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words "timer ready."
That's what I'm talking about.
Arrrr! I stand corrected. The hard way builds solidity, a foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to die. Shine.
The hell?
I will defeat you myself.
You had his chicken. You made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. But think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. What is the... Oh my god. Oh, Fahrenheit. That's right. At 100 degrees Fahrenheit. That's right. Because at 100 degrees Celsius, it actually starts to evaporate. That's right, but how would you have gotten into this school without knowing that? Winner gets to rev my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you. Aw. You're going to need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices did he say he used? I'm gonna go with 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies with Sprinkles. Now that you've got some basic steps going, it's time. to elevate your craft. What's the cinnamon offers most flavor? First, that's wrong. I'm beginning to get it together. Get it? I'm a dog, and it's wrong time for dog jokes. Next question. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You'd better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now, I don't know. That's wrong. This is a horrible time to start forgetting important things. You try to shut out the noise of the arena and focus on your cooking. What's the sound of the buzzing silence? Silence. That's right. When they taste your cooking, they will be so taken in with that. Oh my god, the timer goes so quickly, man. You notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Fallen Syken. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome, except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all I can think about is Colonel Sanders. I mean, what were you thinking? Get your mind back into the competition. You are stranded on a desert island with only one dessert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you refocus on the challenge? You have fallen behind. Sorry, I forgot to go ahead. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. At the next station over, Ashley has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes! I know you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Fallen Syken does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer and to rescue your dough before it's overmixed. Fallen Syken, no! Not fast enough, your hand gets stuck. It gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quick spinning batters. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What the fuck? It's a shame Alex isn't here. I'm sure she was looking for... Well, she was the one that picked this and she's not here, so... And I told her it would be today. I hope everything's okay, you know. You can watch the VOD though, so no stress. Okay. What do you often find in that easy way can turn out much more difficult. Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over. It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go.
Aww, that's like too bad. And here I am with a complete dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default.
No, it wouldn't be fair compared the two. On account of Fallen Syken's injury.
You see Sprinkles begin to lick the doggy chops as he locks onto the dish.
But I suppose you could at least tell us what you prepared.
Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skip straight to desserts. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of the lights taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Fallen Sycon to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me your strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Oh my god, that actually looks amazing. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquet, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearl blueberries gelée. Do not know how to pronounce half of those words.
It's only 9 a.m. for her now. Yeah, that's true. She's probably asleep. It's her day off, so she, tends to sleep more. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued but perhaps not impressed as she dips his finger in chocolate sauce.
Simplicity isn't your strong suit, isn't it, Ashley?
Oh. As he places the sauce-covered finger into his lips, Ashley leans over and whispers something to his ear. A dab of sauce sticks from his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel. Put yourself between Colonel Sanders and Ashley. I'm gonna internalize rage. It's always healthy to internalize rage. Always healthy, guys. Always. Let it just build up. Let it build up like energy. It will be fuel. It will fuel you to do stuff and things. That's how it works. Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. The flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash, and they fall off your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. I can draw some on, I guess. Embarrassed and ashamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run for the quad to be alone. A beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding, because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now, not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure is part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I had never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think.
Well, think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome and successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure, I was born that way.
Well, you couldn't have been born that way. You could have, had some tinkering with. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends.
I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer.
Wait, aren't we in like high school and he was already a lawyer and an obstetrician at no BGIN? It's easier to say it that way.
I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler.
That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel.
I lost my business partner to a gunfight.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been.
Sounds like this guy could really use a hug.
I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best
I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him. A burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork monster! Barco?
But it is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back. But after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe I don't really want to see me anymore. But I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you and apologize. I know what it's like to having always to look over your shoulder.
Yo, Johnny Boy Blue, what's up? I missed most of it. Hey, you can watch the VOD, I guess. And welcome in. Good morning. Welcome in. This game is hilarious. And it's time for a little bit of a trunk. He was born with glasses and white hair. Yeah, he was. He was born perfect. He was born that way. Here we go. We're only halfway through, I guess. I don't know. This is actually 3 days, and this is the second day. Oh, hydration drop. Away!
Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Barco. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. Got a hair in my mouth.
I know that we are strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. Actually, I used to go to school. I wasn't always a spark monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You were a human once?
Well, no. I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic spell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
A magic spell book?
Precisely. I had to procure a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way, I lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you to respect it.
Damn, it's kind of hard to read while shaking the head to make the sound with your mouth.
You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on such dark evil magics. No, you shouldn't be protecting the innocent from those who will cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there.
I will be there for you when the rain starts to pour. Bye. My neck hurts from all the...
It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Fallen Syken. Together, I am sure we can defeat them.
Okay, can I use... Nope.
Come back to my hideaway. And we can discuss?
Personal invite. You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like. But it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. With a chicken? Are you doing the did with him? I did the did yesterday with Tifa. Tifa. I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do the hide the chicken nugget or something. We shall see. Have you been working on any new recipes? Yes, I say recipe like Ignis from Final Fantasy 15. Of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you? Oh, let's reveal. You decide that you are as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decided to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxury hideaway. Magnificent! Together you chow down the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Love the music, by the way. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. And around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on the item to discover more about the Colonel. Oh! How about the chicken? Leroy Jenkins. Yeah, with everybody watching from the high one. Maybe that gets them off, you know? Maybe Tifa needs to have some eyes on her. You know? Maybe that's it. I don't know. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. Oh, wait, give me a second. I need to do something. Love the music though, like I said. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner of the table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Tap on an item that's blah blah blah. How about this? A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched color? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's Katakalamalabula. Tap on the item to discover more about Colonel Sanders. About, I don't know, this. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. Okay. You look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Tap on an item and discover... Okay, how about this? The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Okay, let's go at this one. An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and the mustache combo he sports, you figure out it must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that seems to be waving like a rattle. Who frames baby pictures of themselves? A lot of people do, actually. Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded. Am I right? Tap on... Oh, this is so meta. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. How about this? Take a closer look at the long urn sitting in the nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Holy shit. Poor guy. Okay, what else is that? Okay, this. You gaze outside the window across the vast lake and mountain range beyond. Then you see the ghost of student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? You open the window a crack and ghost of student is swept out with a breeze. Okay, tap on an item. What's this? This must be where he keeps his secret recipe. You think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it draws onto you. As soon as you turn the dial to 11, 11, 11. Well, he's a fan of Stranger Things. The safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Okay, tap on an item. Okay, I think I've tapped on most items. Let's tap on this. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spoon silver. Okay. Nice music though. Okay, what else is left? The door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and you find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he has been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Aww.
I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Ah, crap, the jacket. Okay, I forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment and make a big move. You tell him you're cold. You fess up and tell the truth. Big moment, let's go. Big move, let's go. Whoa, 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 whoa. This isn't that kind of game. Not that we blame you for trying, but still, game over. Try again, give up. Try again. What the fuck? Oh, really? We have to do this again? Really, game? Really? Can't I just skip this? Resume load settings, title screen. No. Ah, okay. Reveal it. Okay, so we got a game over because we tried something with the kernel. Do I have to look at this again? Okay, I'll look at every single item just because I did it last time. Next time I'm just telling the truth. Okay, here we go. Bing, bing, bing. Aww. You fess up and tell the truth. Come on, let's go. You confess. I think I've developed feelings for you. I might be developing feelings for you, too. But I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in my way of my dreams. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Fallen Saigon. I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence. You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. In some jurisdiction, isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped out. It's meticulous. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine, and your taste buds, that is. Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking Academy for Learning awaits for no one. You get home to find something very, very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of the night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. Don't you have phones? Bethesda, no, not Bethesda, Blizzard, 2018. I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you. It's okay, I just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get up to speed on the saga with Miriam. Sure, but... you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that. Says I've been partnered with Clank. He asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him you'd better keep your dials turned polite and respectful, and I'm not that kind of girl. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. So long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Oh, what could go wrong with skydiving, you know? What could go wrong with that? Did she just say skydiving, as it was a typical day to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now, I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers! Who says wowzers? That's so cringe. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Okay. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the Squall? You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop. Though he himself not quite grasps the fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. Oh, what's the Squirrely? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. I love my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
You can get your swirly dipped too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person in the school. There is. Why don't you just don't mess with anyone then? There is a there is a horse at the Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? Really? You've got some nerve, Fallen Psychic, suggesting I pick a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words and I won't have it. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday makes the accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. Man, I like the fact that their thighs are really thick. Damn. I'll never give up, ever. Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Fallen Psychic, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon.
Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke my nail winning so hard.
Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive.
What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate warm gooey chocolate sauce?
It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say. It was bland.
Excuse me, Fallen Psychic. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself.
You idiot. And maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel.
I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of dine foods. See you inside, Fallen Psychic.
Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spell book you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Oh, is that a book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of a grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open the page cover with the arcane warnings Cast only in case of extreme emergency. It says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it will probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else, not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Okay, fine. It is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it. Cast a forbidden. Don't do it after all. You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement.
I want all of you to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of.
He must be hungry. Reach for some homework to give him as a snack. Dogs can be rather unpredictable, especially Sprinkle. Wait to see what happens. I'm gonna give him a treat. Give the dog a treat. You reach into your backpack and grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like it's a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliche, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My Fallen Psychic, were you studying something with cinnamon? I have been sitting on a lecture series around the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Fallen Psychic, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, but before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills over into the class. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirs and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. I'm enjoying the music, by the way. But no, you have to show off your cool kid friends Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us from the triangle in middle as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down to the mountain or off into a cliff for all I care. Sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gap in his pedals, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Beep. Zzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. The oven freaks me out. Why? Well, it is a little bit creepy. You know who freaks me out? Pop. He reminds me of Ralph from The Simpsons. Yeah. In terms of deep friend footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with this shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over a final day of school. Guys, it's almost the end of the semester. If only Persona 5 semester were this short. I'm just kidding. It eyes literally fell out. Yeah, true. It's a robot after all, right? Unless it's something else. Ooh, spoopy. How are you doing today, Alex? How are you doing? Did you sleep well?
Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown, challenge, exam, trademark. I'm still working on a title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena.
Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pet dog. Hey Miriam, are you okay? I'm spending the day with my BFF. Oh, that's great. I hope you have a great time together. A great and relaxed time together. And I need to drink. So, Trump, come in here, motherfucker. Loving this. Yo, Vida, what's up? Welcome in. Yes, it's I can speak right now. Colonel Sanders dating sim. It is. We're trying to date Colonel Sanders. Long time no see, man. Long time no see, indeed. Welcome back, dude. How have you been? I miss your beautiful face. I miss your beautiful username. I think I saw you a couple of weeks at Lucy Lover's stream. Yeah. Okay, I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embrace me in class like that in front of everyone? A tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone! Me and you, we're gonna cruise through the final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. Success City, here we come. Vroom vroom, mother freakers. Vroom vroom. We're not going to settle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off the sunset with me? Of course not. Well, maybe, sort of. But I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it and a ranch big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest, anyhow. That is true. That is true. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm going to make a very special soup. Is it love soup? And I bet that Professor Dog is going to love it. While you were pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. What? He's going with an empty stomach to an exam? How can he? You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants of Von, the supposed man, and his eviler counterpart, Ashley. Damn. Yo, Vida, how's the PhD life going? Have you finished it? I know it would take you years, but have you finished it? Have you finished your PhD? Oh god. I need to find a better position when streaming in front of the computer. Yeah, this is not working out. Give me a second. Okay, this is a little bit better. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Fallen Psycho's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Fallen Psycho, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory. Victory? Okay. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry. But the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Ignore it. Fess up about the practice dish. Let's fess up. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know, my nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. Damn, son. That's an oddly specific distance. But you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie from just the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie. With an all butter crust. Give me a second, fellas. There we go. And my nose is still... my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? Hahaha, no. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. Pull it out, baby. Just pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. There's no time left. The final showdown. It's the final showdown. Okay, I know that's not the actual lyrics, but you know, adaptation and stuff is about to begin. Sprinkle lays down the ground rules. There are the rules. That is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usually over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect, his original recipe, registered fried chicken. The intensity in this room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy for action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as they levitate through the air. Egg wash. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into a itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friends, baster, blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Let's rock and roll! And roll it, I should say. Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. Wait, what did Clank even learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as we foretold. We must let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Fan quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. It looks like a JoJo character. That's literally the first thing I said when I saw that character. Literally the first thing I said. So yeah. I think my joke was, oh, I think this guy make the wrong turn going into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and he ended up here. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even it's almost certainly evil magic? Cast a spell, do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, Fallen Syken. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you, Fallen Syken, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're sharing, who's cooking? Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, that's sweet, but Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the secret ingredient. However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into the dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes.
Steve, the Spark Monster.
Steve, wait, what happened to Borgo? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We Spark Monsters are many. I think Borgo had the day off, but you have conjured Steve. I hate battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright.
Are you having a seizure? I am having a seizure. Everyone's having a seizure while playing this game.
Yay, you! Are you in the middle of a cooking competition? I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills are very impressed.
It looks like one. Yeah, that I need to move my head that way in order to do the voice for the Spark Monsters.
Impressed me.
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Spark Monster noticed that you've got the grimoire set beneath your cooking station.
I'll see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summon me, huh?
Ah, yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in the pot of salted water?
I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. But you know, when I always just a little spark pub back in the old country.
Top tier voice acting, thank you. I hope you are enjoying the 10 out of 10 quality voice acting. You can feel a Spark Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Guy sounds like he's mashed potato in his mouth. A guy sounds like he's got mashed. Yeah, that's the point. He's a potato monster, right? And I can do just a limited amount of voices because I suck at this. Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't know why I make up a voice to read my own lines, but actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on this competition.
I understand. It kind of like it's kind of like that time the monster school had fallen asleep during a scare tactics class, and when I woke up,
You toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint.
never mind, I'll tell you later. Look.
Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. You summon extra power from deep down within yourself, give up and drop out. You summon power from yourself. I'm not gonna quit now, you know? I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Yo, guys, we're Super Saiyan mac and cheese. The music, what the fuck? Yeah. This is like an over-the-top anime. I love it. I love this game so much. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing for this entire lives. For this. What? Let me read it. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for it. I've fallen Lycan. You are the chosen one. You will avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupt my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire life for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. You begin to levitate off the ground, energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can be served. But don't worry, dear fallen Lycan, you may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decide that you have earned his support. Okay, we have earned the support from Colonel Sanders while this music plays in the background. This is the perfect game for overacting.
I've been watching you today, and I must say, I am truly impressed. You have been thinking on your feet and rolling with the punches.
He steps up to your station and stands right beside you.
I'm here to help.
All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up. So you're going to need it. But Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules?
Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
Literally the corgi said there are no rules. He said it. There are no rules. The only rule is to cook. Anime Colonel Sanders, yes, look at him. Look how scrumptious he looks. Get it? Because food. Yeah. Yo, Vida redeemed hydrate. Vida redeemed hydrate. Let's summon the hydration trump. Hydration trump, I call upon thee. Blast this hydration. Actually, I needed that hydration. That was probably like an hour ago, but yeah. Here I am. Well, give me a second. I'm enjoying the music at this point. Okay, hope the game doesn't crash. Okay, there you go. Some games crash. Let's continue. Trump away. Following. Okay, I already read that. What a guy! Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on.
And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Reading is hard.
I'm enjoying the music, guys. Yeah, Craigasm, this fine specimen of a man. Anime Colonel Sanders. Are you suggesting
if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students.
With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for.
You must now prepare to present your dishes.
And full of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems you're missing some students.
Pop, clank.
From off screen, you hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying.
It sounds like it's coming from the broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind?
Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants.
Pop, get down from there right now.
Let me guess, did Von have something to do with this?
When someone asks you for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought wedgie was salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
But it's not his fault.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in the UCS LA history. But it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second, pranks? Pranks? Clank! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to?
You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. My friend is on their way. Catch you later. Yo, enjoy your day. And thank you so much for stopping by. And I hope you enjoyed the, the game that you actually redeemed for me to play. Yeah, have a great day, dude. Have a great day. Take care, Johnny. Exactly. Somehow
must have gotten unplugged. I guess we'll have to figure out that out later. That only leaves 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester.
It has been 3 days. Less than. Whoa, 3 whole days long. Yeah.
But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now, describe your dish.
I've made tender udon noodles in savory soup.
My word, is that so? It's so delicate that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in this itsy bitsy bowl?
Yes, chef.
Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes,
Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink duck tongue dip into the bowl.
Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on. I'm not the one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself.
In a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup.
A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with much love poured into it as yours.
Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug.
Thank you, Fallen Syken, for helping me believe in myself.
Von, you're up. Now describe your dish.
I made honey over smooth egg custard in an axe Yushin shell topped with a caviar.
Did you skewer one type of version with the spines from the second, different colored type of version?
Yes, Sprinkles.
A bit much, don't you think?
That's exactly what I did. A bit much of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get the nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around.
Woof, woof.
Please be gentle with my cuisine. Finally, Sprinkle goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. Oh, poor Sprinkles. Ouch, my tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can eat this. Keepeth poking my tongue. Disqualified. A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Dejected Von Von goes not gentle into the night. Disqualified! For glamour! Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me! Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, yeah, I'm a dog, and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashley. It's time to step up. Now describe your dish.
I made like orange blossom Turkish delight in a light of rose water syrup topped with French meringue. I do not know what that is, and connected by sugar glass. That actually looks awesome.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece.
Meringue is whipped egg, white and meringue is whipped egg, whites and sugar. Oh, thank you for telling me. I did not know what that was. Where the hell am I? Don't eat the food at the cooking school.
Got a toast in your ears or something? Fallen second. I told you, it's a display piece.
Ashley, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at the cooking school.
Yeah, which is why I cooked it and did extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to a college of eating, school for the hungry. I suppose I could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but I don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugary spiral.
If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified.
Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-hand cuisine if it cooked you.
And with that, Ashley storms off to redictate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone.
This isn't the last you've heard of me either.
If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. Two chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. He examines Colonel Sandals. He's the colonel of the Sandals. Okay, let us continue. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literally drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away in my 49 dog years of life. I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. Even people who were disqualified pass. Everyone, you pass, you get the pass, because this food is so delicious. Everyone gathers around, partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend the reality into another dimension. You win. We win, guys. We won. We won, guys. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even Van Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. Victory! Yes, we won! We're the champs! When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. Now, how could they be better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site for the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house! Whoa, whoa, whoa! You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? And Van Van and Ashley, everyone that they've committed themselves to righting their wrongs they did while they were the villains. Really. Look at those muscles, guys. Look at those muscles. Look at those thighs, though. Man, look at those thighs. And yeah. For a moment, you actually believe them. Now than a haunting, no ghosts are allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. Oh, amusing. And now that everyone's together, it's the Spark Monster. He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spark Monster is no more. From here on out, I prefer that everyone refers to me by my new name, Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected, the student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love in her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. You could command such an entrance. It's Pop! He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had to mail it directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of Shoshadush. Okay. The music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. Chancellor such and such. I know. I prefer Shanjan like it's German. Yeah? Man, I'm getting tired. Holy shit, it's almost 2 p.m. I've been streaming almost for 3 hours. What the hell? Yeah? Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from faraway planet in the another dimension. What? What? I actually feel like I knew this the whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I
I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard.
I understand, kind of. Humans are weird.
A portal opens and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives. Oh, look at that dreamboat.
Howdy, classmates.
Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time, it's a full meal. Holy shit, look at that. I see you know many languages, Fallen. Uma só língua nunca basta. Exactly, Vida. We need to know various languages. Várias. Muitas. Okay, I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? The most famous chicken man. No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor.
Fallen Syken, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, you know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
I wonder, might you tell me what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, I don't know, a spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from a University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few.
It is truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you.
And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. And I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Fallen Syken.
Oh, sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks.
Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself.
But who will help you run the restaurant?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, I do really think running restaurants is the best path forward.
Would it be you found a love connection but it fails to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love? The life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll in pastry school.
Oh, my dear Fallen Syken, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end.
In the history of chicken and man, the famous chicken man. I think we got the mediocre ending. And we finished the game. That technically counts as another finished game on stream. I think it does. My god, why is this a thing? I don't know. KFC decided to do it, and they did it.